Right, this is a little follow-up to my vegan attack video. I don't want to make a big deal about this vegan thing, but there is one thing that I keep on getting pestered with by the vegans on my videos, and that is, what about Shawn Baker's blood results? Please stop asking. You're not a doctor, neither am I. And neither is Mike the vegan. So really, there's not much point talking about it. Even if we were docs, they're all disagreeing on it. The standard advice is kind of fading into the distance. There's all sorts of doctors who realise now that the tests are a little bit misleading a lot of the time, and we're perhaps not even doing the right ones. So, you know, for example, out of my own past, how about this? How did this happen? When I was vegetarian and vegan, swapping backwards and forwards, very fat, very inflamed, and I'd avoided the sun for about 15 years because I just couldn't take it. It was too hot. I wasn't supplementing with D at all either. So I went for a test. I thought, well, when I got psoriatic arthritis, I was in real pain. I thought, okay, what's happening here? D, really low D must be part of it. So I thought, okay, I'll have some tests. I went for some tests, and it was 183 in English terminology, which I think their danger level is 180. So how on earth did this happen? You know, it's impossible that I had too much vitamin D in my body. It just shows the tests just might be conducted wrongly, really, or we're looking at them in the wrong way. My bloods are now perfect, according to standard, almost, apart from slightly raised LDL. I'm older than Shawn. Now, the raised LDL is fine. I don't have a problem with that. If you understand really what's going on with the cholesterol levels and cholesterol theories and big and small particles of that, it's absolutely fine. There's no worries about that at all. Also, my CRP is well within safe range at 4. Now, it used to be over 80 when I was veggie and in agony from psoriatic arthritis. I'd like it to be lower, actually. I'd like it to be below 1, but I'm doing pretty well for somebody who was autoimmune. You know, it would be nice if it was below 1, but these, again, they say it should be below 12, but these levels are set for carb eaters, so they expect people to be inflamed anyway. I'd say, you know, pay more attention to inflammatory markers than cholesterol nonsense, stuff like that. There's another story I have from my past, my liver story. You know, when I was really fat, vegetarian, ill, among my many ailments, I had fatty liver. I had 2 cysts on the liver as well. Now I've sorted that out. I won't go into exactly how I did it, but my liver's absolutely fine, and the cysts have gone as well, which is supposed to be impossible. My blood results were all over the place. They were really bad. They used to say, "Are you a heavy drinker?" I was completely teetotal. So now I've had my bloods done, and I was a little bit nervous about the liver results because, you know, I've been drinking quite a bit of Malbec wine, and I thought I better check that out because my liver was always a little bit sensitive. Anyway, I said, how about the liver? The liver results are perfect. So now it's not being clogged up with plant matter. I can get away with a bit of wine. It's you know, these blood results, they're just a guide. They're really just a guide. So all of these things you throw at me about Shawn's blood results, the maybe his low testosterone or low D shows that his body might be using it more efficiently. Maybe it's in the cells. I don't know. Neither do you. What happened with my vitamin D? Why was it so high when I hadn't had any for years? Maybe his raised glucose is just from the sheer amount of protein he eats. That can spike glucose. You know, he eats way more than most people. I don't have a problem with that because his insulin is really low, so he's obviously insulin sensitive. He's certainly not diabetic. The truth is, again, we don't know. We just don't. Maybe he is ill. But if he is, it's not likely down to his diet. The other blood results posted by carnivores are absolutely perfect. However, I doubt if he's ill, because, you know, he seems healthy. He's a 50-plus muscular guy. He breaks records. He's beating people 20 years younger. He could one-arm press Dr. Greger for reps, for goodness sake, you know? I mean, forget about Shawn Baker, please. Stop fixating on him. And while you're at it, as an aside, stop going on about how he's a disgraced doc who's been struck off. Give his videos a chance where he explains it. Have an open mind about that. where he explains about his medical license. It might give clues as to the corruption in the medical system. And it'll stop you blindly trusting everybody, everything that you hear and everything from the standard advice and all the standard channels. Instead, why not focus on all the perfect blood results that have been posted by carnivores? Like my friend Tristan Haggard's, he's reviewed his own, so go and look him up on his Primal Edge Health channel. He knows what he's talking about with physiological stuff much more than I do. Also, you know, why stop asking carnivores and just regular people and enlist the help of a real expert like a functional medicine doc? Somebody, or a doctor who's looked outside his own medical training, he's thinking outside the box and interpreting the results with what we've actually started to learn about the human body in recent years. Not just the old dogma that you get taught at medical school. Ask them about Shawn, ask them to explain maybe what's going on there. Maybe get your own bloods looked at while you're there. It might get some clues, might get some early warnings of impending disaster on a vegan diet. I don't know. So no, I'm not posting mine before anybody asks. I didn't have the important ones done anyway, which I consider the important ones. They just do the regular cholesterol and this and that. You know, the CRP, the inflammatory markers are useful, but all the really useful ones are not really tested for, you know, on the NHS here for free, and I don't really want to pay for them. I feel fantastic. I don't know enough to discuss them anyway, and neither do you. So anyway, don't ask me to, I won't ask you to. Just go by how you feel. Be really honest with yourself as well. I feel amazing, which I didn't as a vegan, even though sometimes I fooled myself that I did because I wanted that to be the right diet. Don't compromise your health by focusing on one load of nonsense that doesn't even prove anything. Shawn's blood results. He's an outlier. He's probably an outlier. He's also incredibly knowledgeable, and you really should have a listen to some of the stuff he's saying. He's spot on. You know, listening to stuff like that and focusing on one thing just to get confirmation bias is a little bit dangerous because it's stopping you seeing all the other truths out there. You know, even though I know this myself, that you might be ruining yourself with this diet. Your diet also kills millions of animals. I know this, but I don't go to your social media and harass you to eat like I do. Eat exactly what you like. I don't need to go to your social media and harass you. I get enough of you coming to me and asking how they can undo the damage they've suffered from veganism. Eat what you like. Leave the rest of us alone. Enjoy your quinoa.